Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 15th adhyaya of Purushottam Yoga, and Sri Krishna has explained to us how we can get rid of this world bewitching Maya, the Prakriti, the snarls of the Prakriti, how we can get freed from by that sharp-edged sword, by that sharp-edged axe of the non-attachment, asanga. Asanga shastrena dhradena chitva. Firmly we can cut off that Maya. Firmly we can cut off that our bonding with this Prakriti, this Jivatman, which has got itself bound with this phenomenal world. That is not the real world of to which the Jivatman belongs. Shri Krishna says, Jivatman belongs to me. Jivatman belongs to that ultimate reality of the Adi Purusha, Param Purusha. And when that cutoff happens, when the Jivatman kind of breaks the ties with that physical body which has, imprisoned this wonderfully free and imperishable entity, how it progresses forward. Sri Krishna told us that this attachment towards enjoyment of the worldly life that Jivatman wants to experience is because of those five senses, our five sense organs, and the sixth one being the mind. And Sri Krishna says that while leaving the body, while cutting off this particular prison, while getting rid of this cage, when the Jivatman comes out, now it is not the Jivatman after coming out from the body will straightway reach the Paramatman. That journey will take long time till that Jivatman gets fully into the spirit of, into the mood of non-attachment, and only then the real tie, the real binding of the Prakriti can be thoroughly washed out. That binding can be cut asunder then. For that, the shastra, the weapon of that non-attachment has to become such sharp-edged. With the blunt edge of non-attachment, this Jivatman can never go and merge into the Paramatman. It has to be a very sharp-edged non-attachment, complete detachment from any of these worldly enjoyments for that matter. And till such time, the Jivatman has to come and go. Today in this body, tomorrow in other body, next time, sometime in other body, in some other body. And likewise, for millions and millions of years, maybe this journey will continue till that the sword, the axe of non-attachments gets so sharp that the roots of that Ashwatha tree can be permanently uprooted, can be cut asunder, can be just annihilated. No more coming back then. And then it is a one-way journey. Till then, this Jivatman, it carries with it the five senses and the mind, and the journey continues. Now, Sri Krishna in the previous Shloka that we read, the 9th Shloka, he told us about these five senses. The Shrotram Chakshusparshanam cha Rasanam Ghranam eva cha Adhisthaya Manaschayam Vishayanupasevate. This is what this Jivatman, this poor fellow who has dissociated itself from that wonderful great storehouse, the ultimate abode of Satchitanandam, who has dissociated, who has diverted from that original source, has got stuck into this body because of these five senses and sense organs and the mind. Shrotram Chakshusparshanam cha, the ears, the eyes, and the touch, the skin, the sense of touch, the sense of taste, and the sense of smell. With these five senses and the related sense organs, and Adhisthaya Manaschayam, and presiding over the mind also, apart from these five senses and the sense organs, respective sense organs, presiding over the mind also. This fellow, this Jivatman, Vishayan Upasevate. Upasevate is enjoys, experiences all these objects of the senses. Vishayan. With these senses and the sense organs, experiences the sense objects, and as a result starts experiencing those pairs of opposites. The moment the senses, through the sense organs, they unite with the sense objects, the experience created is either pleasure or pain, either joy and sorrow, either misery and distress, or happiness, unhappiness, all these kind of pairs of opposites. There is no good times only. The good times along with the bad times, and that is how the journey continues. So here Sri Krishna has told us this is what happens actually till the last stage of liberation, till the last stage of mukti, when this Jivatman says permanent goodbye to this attachment of Prakriti. It says permanent goodbye to this bondage of the Maya, of this Prakriti, of the Gunas. And then what happens? Then utkrāmantaṃ sthitaṃ vāpi bhuñjānaṃ guṇānvitam vimūḍhā nānupaśyanti paśyanti jñānacakṣuṣaḥ. Utkrāmantaṃ sthitaṃ vāpi, having at the time of departure. Utkrāmanta is departure, and departing the body. Bhuñjānaṃ guṇānvitam, united with the gunas. Guṇānvitam, united with this sattva rajas guna, so that the Prakriti has provided for us to experience this world apart from the senses. The senses and the sense organs, they actually unite with the sense objects. The senses and the sense organs actually try to experience the sense objects. But this desire, this want is produced by the three gunas. Sattva, rajas, tamas, they tell us do this, do this, do this, and we foolishly, if we are following sattva, we are on the right path. If we are following rajas, if rajas is dominant, that's what Sri Krishna has told us in the Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, that when sattva is dominant, it is all holiness and piousness and bliss and peace. But when rajas is dominant, action, action, action. We get into so many activities. They get good results, they get bad results, and as a result, we have to accept whatever fruits they come to us through those actions. And tamas, the good for nothing guna, just drags us down, drags us down in this whirlpool of Maya, in this whirlpool of attachment, in this whirlpool of ignorance and delusion. So that is how the three gunas, the bhuñjānaṃ va guṇānvitam, they try to force these senses and the sense organs to enjoy the world. And Sri Krishna says, while departing from this physical the prison, for that matter, which is controlled by the gunas, in enjoying the materialistic pleasures or pains, in experiencing the worldly pleasures or pains, what happens? Vimūḍhā nānupaśyanti. Vimūḍhā is those who are deluded. Mūḍhamati. Those mūḍha, those vimūḍha, they don't see this reality. Vimūḍhā na anupaśyati. They don't see it. This is how the Maya works. This is how the three gunas, they force us to get this experience, to enjoy this worldly experience. The vimūḍhā, they don't see it. But paśyanti jñānacakṣuṣaḥ. Those whose eyes have been opened by the spark of knowledge. Jñānacakṣuṣaḥ. Chakshu is eyes. Those who have got this eye of wisdom, eye of knowledge, eye of jnana, they see what is the real thing behind this enjoyment because of the gunas. How these gunas, they tempt a person, they lead a person. The gunas can lead a person on the righteous spiritual path, or the gunas can lead a person on the wretched evil path. Or the gunas can also keep a person in status quo, neither going up nor going down. Just remain where you are and keep on remaining in that phase, in that stage, on that plane for many lives to come. So this is what now Sri Krishna is telling, how having the Jivatman, having left the body, how those who are deluded, they don't understand the real functioning of this phenomena, of this play, of this miracle of the Maya. That how, forced by the gunas, the person that does good or bad things, it's forced to experience the worldly enjoyments or pains. But those who have gained knowledge, those whose third eye, that eye of the knowledge has opened, they realize what is the truth behind it. They only see the truth behind why we work like this. They understand the truth behind how these gunatraya, they play a major part in our becoming attached to the world or detached from these worldly affairs. The deluded do not see him who departs, stays and enjoys, who is conjoined with the gunas. The deluded, for that matter, for them, the process of birth and death continues on and on and on and on for a number of years, because they do not see how the gunas, they are putting this person, the gunas are putting this being into certain action to reap the fruits of those actions. That being has to come again and again and again. But they see the trick of the gunas, they understand the trick of the gunas, they develop that great detachment, that non-attachment, and for that they possess the eye of wisdom. The eye of knowledge has opened for them. They realize the truth, what is behind this entire play of Prakriti. How the Prakriti puts us in that prison of attachment, puts us in that net of struggle. Enjoy the worldly life, enjoy the pain, and get into this mode of repeated births and deaths. The ignorance, the delusion doesn't allow us to be free at all. And this poor Jivatman, who is suffering all through. See, Jivatman actually wants to go back. Jivatman wants to merge into the Paramatman, the Paramapurusha, the Adi Purusha. But in reality, what happens? The senses, the sense organs, and those sense objects which are all the time creating those temptations. This mind which is all the time telling them to go, and who is goading this mind? Do this, do this, do this. The three gunas, the sattva, rajas, tamas, and whichever guna is dominant, whichever guna is in the ascendance, that guna plays the trick. The sattva guna tells us, do good things, do ethical things, do moral things, do holy things, do religious and spiritual things. The rajas just asks us to grab as much as you can and put all your efforts in controlling those things which you have grabbed, the things which you are in your possession. Don't let them go. But the things keep on slipping away from our hands. They just slip out. And again, our struggle for grabbing them back starts. And what to talk about tamas? Tamas just doesn't know anything. Tamas is just a delusion. Thinking, I am wonderful in this bound life. There is no need for me to struggle for liberation. There is nothing called as mukti. There is nothing called as nirvana. There is nothing called as the Lord or the Divine Mother. I am very happy the way I am. And the tamas constantly pulls this jivatman down and down and down into the well of hell, for that matter. Doesn't allow that jivatman to go. Now jivatman is absolutely perturbed what to do. And when that eye of knowledge opens, then is that realization. Then is that realization that at the time of death, when I realize it is all dream, it is not it is all a perishable world that I have been attached to for all these lives. When, while departing, this knowledge dawns, the eye of knowledge opens, then at least I have some hope to set on that path of liberation, set on that path of mukti, set on that path of illumination. But if I remain to choose the same deluded person, that same vimūḍhā, if I am not able to see the play that gunas are playing with me, then I have no scope, I have no chance, I have no way to get onto that path of liberation. And again and again and again, I come back to this world. They are designated as deluded, vimūḍhā, because of their ignorance in regard to the self, the foremost factor in themselves. Not knowing their own supreme worth and the profound possibilities of their existence, they merely give themselves over to the functioning of the senses, which only aid their good and bad conduct with the perishable sense objects outside. This is what happens. We get so much tempted. And then these gunas, they are always instigating us. See that object, go after it. Try to possess it. Try to take it in your possession. And once you possess it, try to catch hold of it permanently. Don't let that object loose from your grip. This is what keeps on happening. So, Sri Krishna says, beware of all these tricks that the gunas are playing. Get that knowledge, open that eye of knowledge and set yourself free. Don't be that vimūḍhā who, not understanding the trick of gunas, again and again and again, they are getting trapped into the cycle of birth and death. Let us see what Sri Ramakrishna says on this. Sri Ramakrishna says, the human beings are all like pillows, varying in their external appearances. We are all pillows, outside covers, under which, in that pillowcase, there is that real stuff. But we fail to recognize that real stuff. We only go by the external appearance of that pillowcase. One is red, another blue, and the third yellow or black. So many different types of pillows. But the stuff inside all of them is the same silk cotton. Now, here Sri Ramakrishna talks about the pillow as such, not the pillow cover, which I had misinterpreted. Right? The pillow as such. The cover of the pillow can change, can have different, looks and forms. Some pillows can be square, some pillows can be rectangle, some pillows can be round, some pillows nowadays, you also have those pillows with the heart shape and all that. All those things may happen, but the stuff inside the pillows, the same silky cotton. The same cotton is filled in all the pillows. But the stuff inside all of them is the same silk cotton. Similarly, some men are fair in color, some white, while others are ugly. Some are good-tempered, others are bad-tempered. We have all different types of pillows in this world, for that matter. All different types. Very beautiful, some very ugly, some very good-hearted, some very evil-hearted, some pious, some sinly, some holy, some unholy. All kinds of people are there in this world, in this creation. But Sri Ramakrishna says, the stuff that is inside the pillow, the cotton that is inside the pillow, is same in all the beings. We may be human beings. Some beings may be from the animal kingdom, plant kingdom. Some moving, some non-moving. But the stuff inside, the real thing inside all these beings is one and the same thing. The same silky cotton in each pillow and the same Atman. The same Atman in all the beings. Still the same Ishvara resides in the hearts of all of them. So this is what happens, that in reality, the same Atman is there inside, but deluded by the Maya. Deluded by that ignorance. We fail to understand. And since we fail to understand that reality, the gunas, they overpower us. We cannot then become gunatita. And unless and until we become gunatita, we cannot realize the true nature of ours. So Sri Krishna here again has given a hint. How at the time of departure, the status of the individual being, whether lying in ignorance, lying in delusion, pervaded with delusion, or pervaded with knowledge, whose eye of knowledge has opened. What is going to be the next course once the Jivatman utkrāmantaṃ, once the Jivatman departs this physical frame? What is the next for that Jivatman is determined by that level of ignorance surrounding a person, level of delusion surrounding a person, or the knowledge being opened up for that person. So this is how Sri Krishna emphasizes the need for opening the eye of knowledge, so that the Jivatman which is departing the body can set itself on the path of liberation and merge with the true source, the true abode, the ultimate abode, the Param Dhama, which is nothing but Paramatman. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.